Hi, welcome to Preps Plus Podcast, episode 27, brought to you by Sterling Auto Group. I'm here with McKenna, Flanagan, and Dana Glovick of Woodland's girls basketball team. So thanks for coming. So first off, I guess break down kind of the early season for us and how it's been and some of the things you guys have had to kind of work through so far.
Well, since we basically have most of the people from last year, it's more about just getting back in the groove with each other. And these early games have been really good for that because we have a lot of non-league games.
Right.
Yeah.
Knocking the rust off.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. How about for you?
I think it's going pretty well. Like Dana said, it's just about getting back in the groove and trying to work well with each other.
Okay. What are some of the things that are sometimes tough to kind of overcome? Is it team chemistry sometimes, or what's the biggest thing?
I think that our team has pretty good team chemistry because it's me and McKenna, and then the rest of our team is basically sophomores, and they've all been playing together for years now, so we have pretty good team chemistry.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. How about keeping up with her on the floor? How tough is that?
That's a little tough. It's pretty fast.
Yeah, right. The whole family.
Yeah.
So what are some of the goals, especially as they relate to coming off last season and obviously getting to states, I'm sure, is one of them. And
yeah, we'd like that.
Right. Yeah. What are some of the smaller goals for you guys in terms of just getting there, I guess?
Well, we kind of make these team goals together before our games even started, and it's just the little things like rebounding, getting to the free throw line, free throw percentages, and just hustling for every loose ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Right on.
Yeah.
And I was thinking at my lunch, trying to figure out different things. This is my lunch break, right? Just figuring out what we're going to do next. But in your family, everybody's an athlete. I'm sure you got dogs that would run track if there was a competition, right? Something like that. So, what's that like? Growing up in a family that's just super athletic and I'm sure super competitive.
It's super fun. You're always competing for something.
Right.
We make a game out of it. Dinner. Who can get the food the fastest. Especially huge family dinners with all the cousins and everything. That we usually have competitions for who gets to eat first and stuff. So we keep it competitive and makes it really fun.
Okay. So is Tyler the fastest in your family, would you say?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Who at what point was he faster than your dad? How old do you think? How long? Or has that even happened yet?
He's probably faster. I don't know when though. Probably high school. Once we get to high school.
All right. Too many burgers for your dad and not enough for Tyler. Okay. How has especially I know Glenn's the type of guy that over the years I know has really taken teams of all kinds and shaped them into a competitive basketball team. What's it like for you guys playing under him?
It's really fun because we're all competing with each other, and when we get to the games, it really shows how hard we hustle and want the ball, and it's fun. He what he does makes a really good team.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And you obviously have a lot of insight in that.
Yeah. I like how he works as hard, but he also makes it fun, and he makes it he makes jokes to us while we're working. It just makes it fun to be around and not
he feels
hard.
a dad to all of us, not just
Okay.
McKenna.
Okay. That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So during football season, we had Tyler and Wyatt was in here on the podcast with him, and he was saying just it was he had to be up for the regional cross country meet 4 hours, or I forget it was regionals or by districts, but it was the one over at the golf course down there in Woodland, and he had got off the Friday night, watched the game film twice, slept 2 hours or something, and gone to the track meet to see that intense with basketball too?
Yeah, he watches film. He tries to figure out what we need to do, what we need to run, like what defense we need to play, and what we can do to get better. He's always just trying to figure out what we need to do, and it really shows, though.
Okay.
So.
When you guys, I'm sure, as a team, watch film together, right?
Yeah.
What sorts of things do you guys have a knack for picking up on, especially when you're trying to figure out your opponents?
Well, when we're watching like the other team's films,
We usually just watch like what defense they play, what kind of plays they run, like who brings up the ball, who's their better post, like just simple things that will help us in the game.
Okay, all right. And how about when you're analyzing yourselves and some of the things you did well or could improve on and stuff? How is that process for you guys?
well, like everyone takes it really well when we're all watching together as a team, and it's more about just like knowing when there's an open person and just like little things like that you can just miss in a game. But when you watch it in a film, it's easier to like transfer into the next game.
Okay. Have you guys watched much Washougal film this year at all?
No.
Okay. Where do you guys see the season going as far as the league? How do you guys think that'll shake out by the end of the year?
Like
You
where
could
we
say
stand.
it. Where you guys stand, where the rest of the league. I mean, do you guys put much thought into that at all?
Yeah, we do. We definitely think like Mark Morris and Washougal will be hard, and then like Hawkinson also hustles a lot. But like, yeah, we'll have to work hard every game to get a win. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. As two team leaders, what are some of the differences? I know I asked you a couple questions about this last week when we were doing the basketball magazine stuff. How different does it feel to have a lot of young players on the roster? I know you guys were obviously young. I mean, unless you guys have a hidden formula and were born at 16. But you know, how is that process of the feeling and just the practice, I guess you'd say, of being a team leader?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot of fun having younger people on the team because like they all look up to you, and just like being able to be a leader on a court and a role model is really fun.
Okay. All right. How about you, McKenna?
One thing I learned was like I have to slow down because like the younger girls feed off of us. So if we're like super frazzled, then they're gonna freak out. So we need to calm down and like figure our things out, and so they can play well with us.
Okay. All right. She always is quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what are some of the most memorable moments for each of you playing basketball on a team?
Like just in high school.
It could be in what's it, preschool, even. Obviously, there were no teams, but
like the most fun stuff for me is like just the stuff that happens outside the court, like the relationships and friendships that you make.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
My favorite is we go to the tournament in Ellensburg, and that's always a great time because we have like a game a day.
Yeah.
And then we just hang out the rest of the day and get
Nice.
to know our team, and it's really fun.
Okay. All right. This is kind of I think a point in the season where a lot of teams start to see the endurance factor kind of start to pay off. I think for the most part you can see which teams have really trained hard and gotten their bodies ready for basketball season. How strenuous is off-season training for you guys, and what's that process like?
Well, like most of our team does like they're mostly 3-sport or at least 2-sport athletes, and that comes into play a lot with like conditioning and stuff. Like they've already been doing it and they enjoy doing it. And then for most of the team, the outside like basketball stuff that we do is like summer league, and
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you guys
Mhm.
both play summer AAU or anything like that?
I do.
You right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
Okay. Because you got to run.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
run all summer.
Right. Okay. What's the most challenging? I guess I'm sure it's the types of things you wouldn't enjoy. What are the things, the most challenging, parts of training for you guys? Is there any one exercise or workout that you guys can't stand but you know you got to do?
Well, running's not my favorite, but
Yeah.
I force myself to do it anyways, like before the season started.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
For me, it's just a lot of shooting because like I get bored
Okay.
shooting, so I'd rather
Okay.
go run than shoot.
Got it.
So
So one thing I've never understood actually with runners, Tucker Wetmore over at Kalama, he's just got this crazy arm, obviously a good football player, but he likes track a ton. What are some of the things that are just exciting about running?
well, like it's more than just running. Like
Mhm.
when I run, I get to talk to my friends, and then afterward, like cross country meets, you go and run for 30 minutes, like max,
Mhm.
and then you just get to hang out with people, and so it's a really social event. So it's fun, and running's not hard for me, so
Okay.
I guess that makes it easier.
Okay, right. Yeah, I've noticed track's by far the most. It's almost not it's obviously when you're competing, it's the
Yeah.
real deal, but it's unlike any other competition that anybody ever be at.
Yeah.
How much of that, especially with you being on the team and your dad's background, how much do you guys think you guys do more running in practice than other teams?
I would say so because we're usually in like better shape or as good a shape as the team we compete against. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Like there's never like a more like outstanding like fast team than us.
Mm-hmm.
Like we always like keep up. Like
Yeah.
not keep up, but like
we
we're all-
hustle.
Yeah.
And
Okay. All right.
Like we're never the slower team.
Right.
Yeah.
Not surprising.
With McKenna.
Right? Yeah, exactly. So, what have you guys seen that so far? That you guys can run with any team and B, kind of, when the fourth quarter rolls around and a lot of teams are tired, where you guys aren't nearly as tired as other teams.
No, we're all like still hustling by the fourth quarter.
Right. No, I know. I'm saying but like, when you're tired, you're tired. Right, that's what I'm saying. But you guys, I'm guessing, probably aren't as tired as a lot of other teams might be, especially being early in the season still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So have you guys noticed that?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's is that something where you guys can score double what the other team's output is as far as scoring and rebounding, things like that too? Have you guys noticed that at all, or is it still? Obviously, it's a battle anytime.
Yeah, it's
but
more like a mindset when it comes to some of those things, but we definitely do our best, and we always like rebound and stuff, do the little things.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
feel like in fourth quarters we can get more fast breaks because
yeah.
one of us takes
Yeah.
off, no one's
Or,
gonna
like,
hustle to get
One
us.
game, like I just get the rebound, and like either McKenna or Cub would be like with the floor and just throw it up there.
Okay.
That pays off.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a quarterback under the hoop and.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's obviously you guys are going to probably be the two top players on the team this year, but who are some of the names or the players that fans should remember the name of right now?
Oh, I think like everyone is super good on like definitely Cub, Nicole, Peyton, so like the
Yeah.
rest of the starters, and then
Mhm.
like also like even our bench, like Kelly and Kaya, they come off the bench like ready to play, like they want to like make their mark in the game, and they do it. So
Okay.
like, yeah.
We have a really solid 7. Like,
Yeah, it also like depends on like what team we're playing and like the matchups and who just like shines that game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anybody, any of the younger, half of the roster? Is there anybody who's like super feisty that like You know, like especially. Yeah, I'm
Kelly.
guessing it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me about that.
Oh, she's always going for loose balls, and like it's a good thing because it really gets our momentum back up.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
when the rest of the starters are tired and Kelly comes in and just like gets all the balls.
Okay.
Loose balls.
Okay. And is Kelly? I'm sorry, I should have brought the roster in with me. Was she a sophomore? Or?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're all sophomores.
Okay. Also, that's what I thought. Okay. How? And you've seen that in games too.
Oh yeah.
Okay. How big of a deal can that be in a game, especially a close game?
Well, it's always good to have people like coming off the bench that are willing to like work and
Mm-hmm.
like she's just really energetic and it makes her like momentum go up. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is she that same way in practice also? Where?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. How is that practicing against someone like that that'll just kind of pester you with their defense?
It definitely makes you better. Like, even she's had to guard me too, but
Okay.
I'm a lot older. But yeah.
Okay. Do you guys have a game on your schedule that you've circled as a team that like, hey, this is the one that we gotta win?
Yeah, probably Mark Morris, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of just take it one game at a time
Yeah.
as a team and just kind of like get through it and then see what we need to improve and then work on it and then go from there.
Okay. It seems like everybody's gunning for Mark Morris this year. That's kind of a departure from I know from the last couple seasons at least.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about Mark Morris that why them?
Because like, well, last year didn't they like beat us or something, and then they got to play. I don't know what happened, but
Yeah,
like,
they beat us.
yeah, they beat us twice,
Okay.
and
I haven't won against them a lot, so I would like to beat them
Yeah.
Okay.
personally.
definitely, like that's the one team that we haven't beaten since me and McKenna have been on varsity. No, we beat them once, like sophomore year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
So
they're
it's been a
the-
while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys have had luck against other teams that we're saying, but just
Yeah.
not them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, got it. And are you guys familiar? I mean, the proximity is what is it, 9 miles, 10 miles maybe between Longview here and Woodland. Do you guys know the girls on the team there pretty well and or hang
I
out with
do.
them? Okay.
Because I play roots with them.
Right.
So.
Okay. So Madison and you were BFFs
Oh,
a
yeah.
little
We've
bit.
been playing together since we were in 5th grade, so
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. What's the? I guess I'll ask. What makes her such a good player?
Oh, just like all the time she puts in out in the off season,
Mm.
like that really shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. If you guys, I'll wrap with this. If you guys had to pick a second team that you'd really like to beat this year, obviously you want to win every game. Not saying you could only win 2 games and that's it, right? But, who would be the second team and why?
For me, it would be Washougal.
Yeah, same.
Because we beat them once last year, but I think it'd be really cool just to beat them again.
Both
like,
times this
yeah,
year.
I
Okay.
would really
Yeah.
enjoy that.
All right. And obviously, I'm sure you guys are rooting for the boys too to
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
to win out. They had a tough. Were you guys at the WF West game a couple nights ago?
Yeah.
Okay, that was a tough one, but WF West is good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was thoroughly impressed with them. So, all right. Well, thanks for listening to the Preps Plus podcast, episode 27. Thanks you guys for coming out. I really appreciate it. Thanks to Sterling Auto Group, and we'll check you guys next time.